I come bearing gifts, dark ones, from the Amber Sarcophagi. Today we're going to be talking about the Amber Sarcophagi and all of the pacts and gifts that the party can get. I have no experience in this, as a disclaimer, because the only party that I've ran Curse of Strahd with that ever managed to get that far hit the Amber Temple, went just right past most of it, went to the vault, got the treasure, ran right back out. Boom. And it's like, I mean, I get why, we had like time stuff, but I wanted them to explore the whole thing. Have some dark packs, why don't you? So, basically how it works is when you're in there, touch a sarcophagus, it explains to you the gift that it gives, and then you can choose to accept it or not. So it gives the example that if they touch Fekre's sarcophagus in area X33A, it offers the power to spread disease, but it is not specified that waha, contagion spell, here you go. So an interesting angle here is that these dark gifts also come at somewhat of a cost. There's a few costs here. I think the main one that you need to think about here is that each time a non-evil creature accepts a dark gift, they need to make a DC 12. Not massive. They have a decent chance of succeeding at this point. Saving throw. If the saving throw fails, the character's alignment changes to evil. A character who turns evil becomes an NPC under the Dungeon Master's control. Excuse me? Are you kidding me? Mr. Module, do you not trust that players are okay at their job? Yeah, that's weird. I don't like that at all. Get rid of it. At least for my games. The concept of a DM just taking a player character and then just being like, okay, I'm running it as an NPC now. I know your character better than you. It's not good at all. Let the player still play that out, but give them a few evil flaws. Talk to them after the session that they get it about what the consequence of becoming evil is, etc., etc., and talk to them about how their behavior can change. If you feel like a player isn't going to be able to properly do that, it might be a little more difficult of a situation. If a player's alignment is completely shifted the other way around, they're going to be mad. However, this is different to how the Tomb of Horrors makes people evil. Tomb of Horrors, if you walk into something, good job, you are now lawful evil and your gender has been reversed. Huh? Meanwhile, this is something that the party member actively chooses to do, and if they take on a dark gift without somewhat realizing that, hey, maybe this dark gift is going to do some dark things to me, then they shouldn't be as mad, because it'll feel like they did it to themselves so that they have more power, so that they can take on Strahd, or maybe for their own greedy benefits. But if everyone does it, they might just all turn evil and be like, you know what, Strahd's actually a pretty good guy, do you guys want to help him? That's a great way of doing it. They just become a Strahd sympathizer or something. And there is nothing here that says that the alignment can be switched back at all, which is interesting to me. I think that that's fine. I think that that makes sense. But at the same time, for gameplay, I think that a wish spell should be able to restore it, obviously. And maybe greater restoration, but it also gets rid of their good stuff. Maybe. That's something I'm not fully sure about, honestly. I think that that's something that is entirely up to you as a dungeon master, just as is everything, but you know, for me as well, I don't have as much of a perspective on it. I just think that maybe not having any way to revert your alignment back from evil is weird, right? Like, imagine in all those superhero films when, like, the superhero gets tainted by power or something, and then they get brought back. Why can't they have that? Without a 9th level spell, or a 10th level cleric feature that you have to fucking pray, quite literally, for it to work. Like, 1 in 10 chance at that point. So yeah, it's interesting to me. This is definitely an older, more rustic way of expressing, you know, curse stuff, where it's like the DM controls it. It's something that they do. And I think if you trust your player to be able to do it, let them do it. And if not, then maybe roll up a new character or something, or maybe have the current character have a much more obvious way of becoming like, I don't know, redeemed or getting their really ass feature that they've suddenly gotten. Some of these are pretty detrimental. Some of them are just, oh, you look sickly now, or you stink like shit. Some of these are really detrimental. So like the Dark Gift of Terracomedes, the Grave Worm, gives them a flying speed of 50 feet. That is awesome. They get skeletal wings. However, they need to eat bones or grave dirt to survive now. If they don't eat a pound of bones or grave dirt in 24 hours, they die forever. And someone's going to want to get rid of that. And if the only way to get rid of that is wish and divine intervention, I think that if you run a more old-fashioned, more intense game, that's fine. Like your players at 10th level come out of there, one of them looks like they've had a stroke, another one looks extremely diseased and also wants to take over the world, another one comes out and they're just missing half of their body. I think that that makes sense again, but isn't as fun, you know? It feels less like I conquered a great evil and now I'm here to profess that I am the guy who killed Strahd. It just feels more like, oh god, we survived. And I mean, again, that's what some people say it should be like. Not for me. Strahd is an evil to be conquered, not survived. In any case, that was a pretty quick one. Hope you guys found this useful in some way. If you enjoyed it, like the video, because bigger number, better person. That's what my man Ludwig says. Also, subscribe if you want to see more. The series has been going on for a while now. I think we have probably like over 20 episodes. Yeah, we also have a Discord you can join, links in the description. And finally, you can comment things if you'd like. We can discuss some stuff here if you feel like I missed out anything or my philosophies on modern day D&D are not correct, then debate me. I'm more than up for a debate. And yeah, see you soon. Bye.